Here we go, look at this. Look at that. It's been cold today. Cold enough for me to have a good fire tonight inside. And do you know what? I thought, what I'll do, I got some old logs that need a bit chunky. I thought I'd get my old log splitter out. You know the one that me and Harry put the new handle on about a couple of weeks ago? You saw the video. Look, there it is. Your body weight behind it. That's it. All right. Well done, mate. That's it. That's it. Keep going. You might be using a big hammer.
Yeah, I think it's
all
a
right.
bit easier.
I thought I'd use that and do a little video of log splitting. Anyway, so this is how you can go down a wormhole, isn't it? Right. So what happened is I thought, do you know what? I wonder if there's that video kicking around of my dad splitting some logs with an axe. So I thought, right. I looked on YouTube on my channel and realised it was probably about 2013. I think November 2013 I uploaded a video of my dad splitting some logs. And I thought, well, I'll go and have a look in I've got an archive, believe it or not. I've got some hard drives where I keep all my videos on, going way back. So everything that I put on YouTube I've got a copy of. So, well, I've got two copies actually. I have two hard drives on each thing because I'm worried about the risk of one breaking. So I back it up twice. Anyway, I talk about going down a wormhole. Once I started going through all these videos, blimey, you realise what an archive you build up over time. So I'm going to show you a couple of vintage videos here before we actually go and do a bit of log splitting. So first one is, and they're connected really, first one is my dad on the old grey Fergie, which some of you might have seen, but I uploaded it into 4 little bits. So I'm going to make a little bit of compilation of this one to put together. So here's the Fergie video. Look, let's just have a look. Here's his old Fergie now. And here it is in 2013. Well, let's hope so. Doesn't start with a key, it starts with a push button. So we're going to saw some logs up ready for the farmhouse fire. Now this tractor Dad bought brand new in 1956. Oh, it's just conked out. Try again. Do a bit of welly. One owner from new since 1956, which is quite a thing. Dad bought this when he was a young lad. So it's a bit of heritage for our family. That's an old Fergie saw bench. It's very dangerous. These days you wouldn't be allowed to do anything like this. You can see the blades actually going off round the back behind Dad, connected by a belt. So we're going to saw some of the logs that we cut down off the trees when I've done a bit of work on a tree that's old and clapped out. Like they're following the willow trees or something. Here we go. There's Jack coming to watch. Run out of the way, Jack. Here we go. Look at this. Lovely little tractor. See the fan belt underneath there. Not the fan belt, sorry, the pulley belt. Put that down. And we'll look at the blade on there. Just got it going now. Yeah, I've just brought the Cormick round. We're going to put the logs into the bucket as we store them, hopefully, when I move them. There we go. We've got some old fence posts there at the moment. We've got to be careful of the nails on these. So instead of a PTO, this tractor's got a pulley wheel with a drive belt. These days it's quite dangerous. Got extra guarding we've had put on the blade, but it's still a dangerous bit of kit. And watch this. Well, stay away from it till he's finished, Jack. It's quite dangerous, okay? So that's how a great Fergie saw bench works. The blade must be getting a bit blunt now, so that should really go through there fairly easily. Every now and then I've got to take the blade off to sharpen it. There we go. What are you doing, cheeky monkey?
No!
You're hiding?
Yeah!
I'll leave you there then, bye. Really got a full load now, so we'll put these down the woodshed. A bit more. woodshed ready for winter.
Well, that's two girl.
You coming out?
Yes.
You got your foot caught in a bit of string, have you? Right, let's go and have a look at the woodshed then.
I'm going to show you how much it looks done. It looks...
So now we've got to stack those in there. You ready to do that?
Yes.
You bring some logs in then?
Yes.
Let's go. Carry them in. That's it, bring that in. And stack them neat, because Granny likes them neat. There we go. One of many.
I don't want to be videoed.
One? You manage another one.
Okay.
That's it. Two's enough, I think. You're not big. That's it. We finished this all bench work. That's just putting it away.
Ready?
Go on it. Oh, he got all over you. Well done, Jack. So that video there was filmed, well, I'm not sure exactly when it was filmed. I uploaded it end of November 2013, but you can see in the video it's summer. And look, if you look at that beautiful ash tree in front of the farmhouse with all the, it was a weeping ash. So it must have been midsummer because all the leaves are on it. But I could have possibly filmed it a year before because I didn't really start regularly uploading for a while, and I'd stashed a load of videos when I first started regularly uploading. But I mean, things have changed. That ash tree's gone now, sadly, because it died. We had it cut back by Ian Pulling back in the, probably, well, my dad was still alive when we had it cut back, so I think probably about 2015 Ian cut it back, and then finally felled it a couple of years ago when it completely died, got succumbed to rot, and then ash died back. So that's gone, which is a real shame. And then you can see my son Jack in there. He must have been about 5. But also you can see the grey Fergie's in great shape there. Look, I mean, unfortunately, since Dad died in 2016, it's just sat in the shed and it's become a bit of a, we've just piled stuff on it, look. And it's not been started since he passed away. So the saw bench is still there, look. But it's got some jump leads on it and spare battery for the clamp, for the fencer. But I think I'll make a pledge there that what I'll do is, let's say 2016 will be the year of the grey Fergie. 10th anniversary of my dad dying, May the 9th, day after my birthday, he died. 2026 we'll get this out on the road if I haven't done it before then. So that's something we're going to aim for. Right, I'm going to go on round with this, the old bad boy. I'm going to take this round, have a look at these logs, and in a minute we'll have a look at the video of my dad doing a bit of log splitting with his trusty axe. I'll show you my on the way I'll show you my hat. Look at this, absolutely ridiculous. Like, so you might have seen a photo on Facebook. I picked this up in the field. Look, it's my best hat, that is, believe it or not. It's my favourite hat. Look at it. I've dropped it in November, and I reckon it'll be all right though. I'm going to stick it in the washing machine. Don't tell Mrs. Corner. Ooh, what's that in there? It's like a little creature or something. Look. You'll be seeing me. Didn't she like? You'll be seeing me wearing that. I tell you what, Ken Atkinson, he said, "I will be seeing you wearing that soon," and he's not wrong. I will be wearing it. But anyway, looking across there, look at those floods. They're still there. They're getting worse, not better. Look at that. Jesus. Look at that tree down there. Look at that. Look at that. Madness. All across. All across. I think it's getting worse. The cows are in. We got plenty of silage, thank goodness. We have got, I'll have a look another day on a video, but we got nearly half a clamp full of their silage there. Plenty of maize. So for once, do you know what? We're damn lucky, because sometimes you do this and you sometimes you get to this time of year and you haven't got a lot of forage left, and you think, God, how are we going to make it through to the spring? But you know, and I no doubt about it, I have had some winters where I thought I'm going to struggle to get through winter without buying some in, but we've got loads. We're going to probably run out of bales, but that's okay. We can feed the silage from the clamp to the heifers rather than round bales, so that's okay. All right, let's just whack that in there. You see that? Right, let's have a look then. So these are some old logs I was given, actually. They were just kicking around, but they got woodworm. Can you see the woodworm on them? In all the softwood. So they're a bit too big to go on the fire. They just want splitting down there. So I'm going to do that in a minute. In the meantime, I should just show you something else. Where these logs came from. It was from... Oh, I stuck. Look. Oh. Got that wedged in there. How did that happen? Oh, right. Managed to wedge that in there. Look at this. We're given this as well. Look at this rake. Talk about homemade. Let me just show you. Look. I love it. So I think it started life as a proper rake with some bars there. Obviously at some point it broke. So someone's lashed up this homemade handle. Look. Look at that. Bolt through there. A couple of wire stays. This handle here. Look at that. Proper bodge that is, isn't it? Hey? Proper bodge. Look at it. That's a farmer fix if ever you saw one. But I love it. Do you know what I love about that? I love it. It's a proper farmer fix. Probably easier to go out and buy a new one, but whoever owned that thought, do you know what? I'm not going to get rid of that old rake. I'm going to patch that up and spend hours winding bits of wire. Look at that. Hours winding bits of wire around here and doing this, and then not buying a new one. No, I'm not. Trigger's new broom, that is. Brilliant. Anyway, back to my dad's log splitting. Here's one he did earlier. Now this again, I think this is probably just after he'd sawn the logs on the saw bench. It's what we used to do, is to stack the wood along the track, and then he'd saw it up with a Fergie saw bench, and then basically split the logs. Like, I was just stand there and you can see the cows behind me. Like, they're being milked. Right, milkers? Yeah, so he used to split the logs one at a time, and I don't know, we never bought a log splitter, and it's something, and then I think I bought him this from Mole Valley, I reckon it was, or Countrywide. I bought him that because I thought, get a proper log splitter rather than an axe, because I thought it'd make life easier, but he never used it. Typical dad. He did everything by hand, and I must admit that's rubbed off on me. He grew up in a generation where everything was manual labour, and I remember leaving school at 16 and said, I'm not moving small bales unless you buy a flat 8 grab. And he did, fair play, he went out and bought a flat 8 grab, which he put on the 265. And now I've got sort of Harry behind me who's going to change things, and I'm sure he will. And fair play, that's how it works, isn't it? You get to a certain point in your life and you don't want to change stuff. You just go, oh, I've always done like that, I'll carry on doing like that. And you need a new broom to sweep in and change stuff. And we'll see what happens about that, because it's also, don't forget my brother at half owns the farm, so I can't guarantee what's going to the future of this place will be. No matter how much Harry wants to be the one who runs it. Anyway, that's off the subject really. Yeah, so anyway, I've got this log splitter. Now the thing is, even I'm at the stage now where I don't want to blooming split logs. So my dad split logs for, well, let's have a look. Here he is splitting the logs. That bit of ash. Is that a piece of ash?
Yeah, these are ash. But there's some.
Not easiest thing to chop with an axe, is it, like that?
Well, it's not too bad, but when you get branches off, like you see a branch coming out of there,
Yeah.
that's when it's difficult to spin. I've said that.
Get the axe. Oh, good shot.
You see, you've got to follow the rings round, the annual rings, as much as possible. There's no good going across that way. You've got to go follow the rings round.
Of course, ash burns quite well even when it's not seasoned, but those logs are probably a couple of years old. And try not to drop any, Dad. These going straight on the fire?
No.
You're going to put them in the woodshed for a bit later, are you?
Over in there temporarily, let them dry out a bit. They're pretty wet. It's probably now it's gone right through since we put
right.
It's soaked right down through the grain, and so they're all sort of wet.
So there he is. He's splitting the logs. Fair play to him, and he's taken down to the house, which I'm going to do in a bit with mine. There's the cows going in. Look, going in for milking. I only moved to the farmhouse 2019. I'd lived in Thornbury before then, so the logs weren't my issue on the farmhouse because my dad and my mum did them together, and I was living in Thornbury in a house with central heating. Press the button, come on, lovely. Now I've still got central heating in there, but we use a lot of logs because I light a fire every night. So since 2020 really, I've had to provide the logs for the house myself, and not too difficult a job. I've been splitting them with this, sawing them with a chainsaw on the trees rather than doing lengths, put them on the saw bench. And now I've got the log splitter to split them. But I think my next stage is, so we've seen the grey Fergie. I want to get a red, as you well know, I've mentioned it before and I will talk about it further another time. I want to get a red Fergie 35. That's my plan for 2025. 25 is the 35 year for me, hopefully. And I think what I'll probably do then is get a log splitter to go on the back of it, because I can run it as a little toy, you know, doing a few little jobs like that. A log splitter would be a nice little bit of kit to go on the back. I'm not sure how much they are. Adrian from I Farm We Farm, I know he's got a nice one. I'd like to get one. If I hadn't given away the trees this year, I probably would have bought one this year, but the money I spent on the trees would have bought a log splitter. Not that it matters. Anyway, so I'm log splitting until I get a proper log splitter. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get doing it with this till I get a proper log splitter. I'm going to be using this tomahawk thing. Someone said to me it's an axe. It's not an axe, it is a log splitter. Look, it's extra thick. Axes aren't that thick, and it's got this wedge bit on the back. I presume that's the hit. You could hit it with a hammer if you wanted to. Right, anyway, let's split a few and see how we get on. I'll probably do it on the concrete over there. There we go. So you can see there are a few problems. The wood's pretty rotten actually, and when I missed it a few times and it just sped off the side. but that split it nicely actually. Let's try and see if I can split this one. God. Oh. Get out of it. Right. That doesn't want to go. Oh, I'm not getting on very well here. Right. Do you know what? Oh. I think the problem is, and this is probably why they've not been split before. Let's take this off here. Let's have a look. These are all, what they are, they're flipping awkward shapes. They're not really logs to split with a log splitter if you didn't think about it, but if you look at them, they've all come from a funny old trunk. That one's more like a log to split. Look at that one. Can I get that one? Oh, I can't even reach it. Can we split that one? Let's see if I not fail on one thing today. Can I actually split one log? Everyone else is shouting at the screen, you're rubbish at log splitting. I wish my dad was here, he'd show me how to do it, wouldn't he? Hey? Oh, I think I've just ripped my boiler suit as well. Shall I think I'll just retire from everything that I can't get right. Oh. Right, just swap my battery over, let's try again. If I can get this right, you can see how much log splitting I've done, can't you? Hallelujah. Right. That is Dad. Where are you when I need you? I know where you are. There you go. I just got muds. This is turning into a how not to do it video. I'm quite good at these actually, aren't I? How not to make a video. How not to split logs. Actually, I did manage it. There's a small one. Chuck these on here, look. It's not the right conditions, is it? Look at where I'm doing it. Hopeless. Hopeless. I shouldn't even be trying it here. There's some better bits though, isn't there? I got mud on my nose. I have got some split logs. I'm going to give up on those. These are going to have to be cut out with a chainsaw. Maybe one day when it's not such a horrible day. Look at the mud here, look. Why did I even think that was a good idea to do it over there, walking through there? What was I even thinking? Hey? Ask me. Right. This is what makes my videos real though. I'm not going to cut any of this out, so you'll see my complete disaster rather than perfection. I can hear the boys coming home. Sound of them noisy boys. Right. That one there, I didn't manage to split. Right, so anyway, as you can see there, I'm not an expert log splitter like my dad was, and also I picked the worst logs to do. What I should have done is stage this. Got some really nice round logs that split easy and do it, shouldn't I? But I didn't do that. Hence the reason why I need to get myself a hydraulic log splitter, don't I? Anyway, that's the truth. These horrible gnarly logs, though, I do think these not very easy to split those. I just dap them with a chainsaw and cut them into more smaller bits. Like that, look at that. Anyways, those are the gnarly extra cow muck. That'll make them burn well, won't it? Those are nice, you know, they have to look proper log split in size, isn't it? Right. Anyway, crack on. How not to log split. Watch Dad do it, not me. Crack on.